This gospel of Jesus that we just heard, it peels back the surface of reality. It peels away, removes the veil, revealing to the world what lies just beneath the surface of all existence. Beneath all the noise, all the distractions, the paradoxes, all the wealth and comfort, all the worry and anxiety, all the pain and suffering. Beneath this very moment, right now. This story peels back the surface and shows us what is just beyond the reach of human senses. And what is just beyond the reach, what is just beneath it all, is this action. This act of complete selflessness. This action where the most powerful, most full, most complete reality we could ever imagine simply lets go of its own good. Lets go of its own good so that another may live, so that we may live. This story peels back the curtain of reality and it lets us peek beneath the surface and it shows us God. And what it shows us in English can be described nothing else but love. This is God. This is what you are to see here. Sadly, the religion of this day had its mind set on hiding its eyes, on not seeing past anything that it already believed, preferring the comfort and safety and security of their own ideas and understandings over having the courage to see the truth of God's radical, life-changing love. Their rules and laws for the people actually had become for them their rules and laws for God Himself. And since God broke them, the punishment they rendered was death. But that is what toxic religion does. It always has. The defining characteristic of toxic religion is that it requires people, it leads people, crowds of people, diverse people, into remaining blind to part of the reality in which they live. And this is something that we should know for our own lives today. Toxic religion believes that it has all the answers, all things God figured out, that there's nothing left for them to learn, no reason to keep looking, to keep seeking from new perspectives, different vantage points. Jesus said this numerous times. He told the religion that murdered him today that they were blind. They responded, "Who, us? You have to be kidding. We are not blind." And he said, "It's because you do not recognize that you are blind that you remain blind. It's because you think you see and have all the answers, that your perspective is infallible, that you remain blind." The former Archbishop of Canterbury, Rowan Williams, teaches wonderfully on this, and he explains that what toxic religion actually refuses most to see, are the mechanisms within themselves that are driving them. The mechanisms that lead them to be so afraid. Why are we so afraid? the mechanisms that allow them to use violence to protect their safe and self-justified positions, and to use judgment of others and scapegoating and whatever it takes to secure their own security at the expense of others in the world. It is because they cannot or will not see all of these things working inside of them, the motivations of their own actions in the name of God, that they remain in their self-destructive habits, toxic to God's people. And they murdered a man who never did a single bad thing to anyone he ever met in his entire life. True religion, on the other hand, the religion that Jesus came to invite and died to reveal and invite the world into, is a religion of seeing. It's a religion of seeing and then having the courage to see more. True religion, true faith gives us eyes to see like never before. Again, Rowan Williams writes, true religion, true faith is most fully itself, most fully life-giving when it opens your eyes and uncovers for you a world larger than you ever thought possible. Allowing you to see a world larger, more fantastic, more hope-filled than you could ever imagine. And can't you see that that is what this story today is showing us? Within this terrible story, we are being shown the hideously self-centeredness of humankind in contrast to the truth of God's unfathomable, steadfast, selfless love. If you have been hurt by religion in your own life, I would love to explore toxic religion versus true religion in conversation with you more. But for today, in this story, clearly today, true religion in this story whispers into the back of our minds, to your mind. Can you see me? In this story that you've heard so many times, can you see me? Will you see me? Will you see true power? Will you see the true God? Bids to you, do not be afraid, but believe and see. And now on this final Sunday of Lent, once again, let us humbly kneel before God and seek to see and to confess that which we have not yet seen and confessed, opening our hearts and confessing our sins against God and our neighbor. Let us kneel.